Welcome back, everyone. We are continuing our perspective drawing series, and we are in the midst of 2-point perspective. The last video ran kind of long, and I guess it sort of needed to because I wanted to cover a lot of stuff in that last video where I talked about creating a 2-point perspective grid. And I showed you a few methods of doing that, and I could have just shown you one method, kept it nice and short and sweet, but I really wanted to be thorough. I looked at the time, and after I did that video, and I was like, oh my goodness, it's kind of long. But I mean, it wasn't that long, I mean, really. So the first set of videos on this channel that I'm gonna put out, I'm gonna allow them to be kind of long form. I'm not gonna edit them that much, so if they end up being long and you know, you don't want to sit down just watching the video all the time, take whatever breaks you need to. That's not going to hurt my feelings or whatever. I'm just putting as much information out there as possible so that those of you who are watching can get as much out of this channel as you'd like and as you need. In this video, we are going to get into multiple vanishing points in 2-point perspective. So here we go, let's get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a copy of one of the layouts that I did for the 2-point perspective grid. I have a leftover layout here, and I'm just going to work off of that. So I've got my first vanishing point here, my second vanishing point here, and I am going to let me go ahead and draw a few boxes real quick in this room. So okay, I've got this room, I've got this wall. So let me put something in the middle of, well, let me put something against the wall, against this wall. So I'll do that. Let's try that again. Put that there. Again, 2 radiating lines always. And since that's going to be the back of my box and it's up against the wall, I only have to do one radiating line off of vanishing point 2. Okay, I'm still gonna eyeball things a little bit, but I'm gonna try and be a lot more precise in doing that. Okay, there we go. A wonky piece of furniture. I'm going to make this kind of low. Yeah, I don't want it to be too high. So that'll be the height right there. A, B, C, D. A1, B1, C1, D1, and D and A line up wonderfully, kind of. Let me do that again. Let's do it like that. That's a little better. Okay. So I'll use use the pencil, just darken the pencil. So, yeah, since I'm using different vanishing points, since I want this parallel to this wall, I'm going to just use the same. It makes sense to use the same vanishing points for this box here, since I want this box just lined up against the wall, flat and parallel, and flush against the wall like that. But then for other objects, we will do something a little bit different. We'll work with some other vanishing points. So I'm going to start off here normally, and then we're going to veer off into different directions. Okay, so we have that, and I want to put an inset box up against this wall right here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let me turn the paper. Like so, and we'll have okay, so since this is vertical up against this wall, what I want to do is, oh, I know what I'm going to do. All right, so I'm going to put in the vertical sides, perpendicular sides to this rectangle. It's a little, okay, I'll work with it as is. It's not as perpendicular because I was eyeballing it, got distracted, but that's okay. We'll work with it. And so what I'll do is I will come here, project through that point, and I'll put I'll draw a line because it's going to be inset in the wall. So I tried to keep that line. It got a little darker than I wanted it to. And I'll just put that in there just as an indication. But I only want it to go so deep, so it'll be that deep into the wall. So I will just drop a vertical line from that point down. And this is already in place, so I will just go ahead and darken it, this bottom part. I think we're safe. It's safe to do that. And then from vanishing point number 1, I'm going to strike a line through that point, and that should complete that inner compartment in the wall, the inner space. Okay. Whoops, there we go. Okay, cool. So what I'm gonna do, maybe the person has like some drinks and stuff in there. I'm just gonna leave it empty. So I'm gonna shade this part, darken it a little bit more, make it pop. And oh, I don't like that. So let me put a box here, and we're going to use blue. And our new, so vanishing point, I'm going to go with 2, 3, and 3A again. So VP3 and VP. I'm not on the right. I am on the right vanishing. I'm horizon line. Sorry. And VP3A. Okay, so let's work that out. Let's put the base of the box right there. Again, I should be using blue. That's what I should be using. Oops. Ignore that part. I'll make that a little shallower. And it lines up nicely. Where it is. All right, there we go. We throw another box. You know what I want to do? No, I will do that, but I want to put in another box somewhere. Excuse me. so 2 blue boxes working off of Vanishing point 3 and 3A. So that's what we've got. And then I'm going to throw in an orange and red, maybe a little purple. I'm going to throw in a rug. So that's just going to be flat. And I think what I'll do is that'll be VP4. And let's try it right there, VP4A. And that rug, sort of want that rug to something there. Something like that. Something like that. Ooh, okay. Oh, that's going to be crazy. That's way out of. It's going to have to be a small rug. Like that. Yep. So, yeah, I'm going to just. I'll darken it in orange, but then I'll color it in. And the parts that are visible are the parts that I'll color, and the parts that are behind stuff I'll just leave the outline. So like so. Whoops. All right, there it is. Looks kind of weird. Let me put. Let me leave it at that. Okay. So you have 3 sets of vanishing points. The original set, VP3 and VP3A, which gives us these 2 boxes, and then VP4 and VP4A, which gives us this little rug right here. I decided to go flat and not deal with a 3-dimensional object. Okay, I'm going to end part 6 of this 2-point perspective video right here, and we will continue with more 2-point perspective and more of the perspective drawing course in the next video. This is the visual art channel Stractify, and I will see you guys next time. Have fun, and I hope you guys enjoy learning what I'm covering here, and you're able to replicate it and come up with some artwork of your own. All right, later.